Hello again, and welcome back to Diana Who Fitness. Today, we're actually going to slow things down, and I'm going to show you a few stretches. Some of them we've done before, so we're going to repeat those today, but I'm going to show you a few new ones. It's about 12 altogether. So why don't we go ahead and start first with a spine stretch. And all of these exercises, by the way, stretches, are Pilates based. So I would recommend also not wearing shoes for this. I'm barefoot, but you could also wear sticky socks if you wanted to. So sit lengthwise on your mat. And we want to check our posture, right? So let's just put our hands with our fingers extended behind us and just press our chest forward, shoulders down. Take a breath here. Let it out. Then arms in front. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to put my feet a little bit further apart just because my back and my hips feel extremely tight today. You might want to do the same, but you could also just keep them right in front of you like this. And if you need a little bit more pressure off your spine, you can put them even further out. So I'm going to do about here. So arms in front of you, shoulders down, and you want your core engaged here. Take a breath in and then go forward, and here hold your core as you go forward and go as far forward as you can. My legs are very, very tight today, so I'm going to stop here. Take a breath. And another. Now here, you want to make sure that your hips are both down on the floor. You don't want to be leaning. And you can grab your ankles here and pull yourself a little bit more. It shouldn't hurt. You should feel stretched down the backs of your legs. And then come back up. And these are mostly going to be active stretches, so I'm kind of just showing them to you first and also trying to loosen us up a little bit. So let's do that again. We'll repeat this maybe 5 times. So back in your position, shoulders down, core engaged, and deep breath in. And forward slowly. Keep your core engaged. You really just want your shoulders and your chest and your arms going forward here. And you can touch your feet, pull yourself a little bit. Keep breathing. And then back up. And again. And up. Deep breath in. Exhale. Breathe in here again as you come up. And one more time, and this time we'll stay down. Put your hands around your feet. Stay here for a moment. And back up. Okay. And now we're going to actually do the saw, which we've done before. So you want to sit like this with your legs apart. And here, you want your thighs and your quads engaged here. And you want your toes pointed up to the ceiling. And find your posture here again, shoulders down, push your chest forward. Take a couple breaths. And then arms out, like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath in and hold it, and then we'll turn, and this arm comes down and you saw off your pinky. Now when you come down here, you want your other glute to stay on the floor. So you don't want to be doing this. You want just your torso, right? Okay, so core engaged, get into position, and we'll just do this a few times with all of these stretches. It'll just be a few repetitions. So deep breath in, hold it, turn, and down. And your hand should just be slicing off your pinky toe here. And then back up, other side. How's it feeling? Are you lifting your shoulders up? Even though these are stretches, you still want to be in proper form. And let's do one more each side. And good. Okay, so now we're going to do a spine twist, which is like this again. You want to sit lengthwise on your mat. And you can have your feet, your legs together. And here, start with, first of all, find your posture again. And you want your shoulders down, core engaged. And just put your elbows out like this, and you can touch your hands, your fingers together. So what we're going to do is we're going to twist our torso and open our arms at the same time. And then back. And now again here, you want both of your glutes on the floor through the whole entire stretch, every part of the stretch. And you want your hips in alignment. It's just your torso that's twisting here. That's what you need to focus on. Make sure that you have your core engaged. So shoulders down. And we're going to twist. Hold for a moment. And back. Take a breath in. And out. Look over your shoulder. And back to center. And repeat. Make sure you're not losing your core here. Make sure your shoulders are down. What do you say? 4 more, 2 on each side. And last one. Good. Now I really felt that in my shoulders and my back, which are actually very tight. So that was lovely. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. That's what she said. So next we are going to do thread the needle, which probably you've seen and or done before. Here you want to be on all fours. Your knees should be under your hips and your hands should be under your shoulders. And so what we're going to do here is, first of all, neutral spine, but you want your core engaged and you want your shoulders also neutral. This arm comes up as high as you can get it. Don't overextend your shoulder. And then under, and you want to keep your hand where it is, and you can just stay here and back up, and so on and so forth. And then we'll repeat it on the other side. So we'll do it a few times. Go ahead and get yourself into position here. Make sure your core is engaged, or you can start with the left or the right side, whichever is more comfortable for you. So arm goes up, and down and under and hold here. Take a breath, let it out, and back up. Hold here, breathe, and back up. Breathe, back up. Back up, and we'll do one more, and this time we'll hold it. Just stay here and feel the stretch in the back of your shoulder and your scap. Take a couple breaths. And back up. Okay, now let's do the other side. So again, you want your knees under your hips and your hands under your shoulders. Neutral spine, core engaged, and the arm goes up and down. Hold it, take a breath. Back up. Make sure you're not arching your back here. You want your lower abs engaged. How's it feeling? Does it feel comfortable? If it doesn't feel comfortable, you can always do something else. And here we'll hold. And back up. Good job. Okay, now we're going to do the mermaid, which we did before. So hopefully you remember. You want your legs collapsed and stacked like this. Make sure, though, that your back's not arched. If this, if this is uncomfortable this far back, you can pull them out a little bit so it's more comfortable. But as long as your back is not arched, your core is engaged, that's the most important thing. So here, shoulders neutral also. We put one arm down, remember, and this comes over and then back up, and we do kind of a counter stretch. Back down. Counter stretch. You can breathe in here, exhale here. Do that a few more times. We're doing a lot of upper body stretches here. Should feel really good in your shoulders and your back. Down your arms as well. All right, let's do one more of those. And now we'll switch to the other side. And this side, my left hip is really, really hurting me right now. So this is a little bit uncomfortable over here. It's a little bit tight. So I kind of just have to put it out a little bit more. Okay, and I'm still leaning, as you can see. Okay, so shoulders down, core engaged, and arm. Counter stretch. You might find also that one side is much tighter than the other. That's typical. Do a few more. How about one more? Counter stretch, and good job. Okay, so now we're going to do cat-cow, which I'm sure most of you know. Adjust my clothes. Okay, so again, hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips, as you know, I'm sure. And here, since I'm not wearing shoes today, I'm actually going to use my toes when I do the flexing part of the stretch. So you want to engage your core and push your shoulders back here, kind of push your chest out, but you don't arch your back, and then back up. You put your toes down and really stretch here. You want to have your core really concaved here, and then back to neutral, and then we do it again. And you can breathe in here, exhale here. Is it feeling good? Should be feeling stretches in your front and your back here. This is a classic Pilates flex and stretch. One more. Good job. And that's something, anytime if you work at a desk a lot and you get a really tight back, you could just take a quick break and it would really help loosen you up, get some blood flowing there. So next, we're going to do the leg swing, which I'm sure you've seen before. So here, you want your arms, you can have them out all the way, but I prefer to keep them more in like a V here. And you want your thighs, your knees at a 90-degree angle. And you might be more comfortable pulling them up to your chest once you're moving, but preferably they would be at a 90-degree angle. However, you might find it hard to not use your lower back here because it depends on how much your legs weigh and how much muscle you have. But so let me show you. So basically you're going to go without lifting your shoulder. You want your shoulder to stay down. Your legs should swing and see if you can get your outer thigh to touch the floor. And pause for a moment, and then you engage your core and pull them back. And then go to the other side. And go very slowly because it's a move that requires a lot of control. And back up. Other side. Try to keep your shoulders down here. Back up. Other side. We'll just go back and forth a few times here. You can really breathe however is comfortable for you here. Should be feeling a stretch down the side of your back. How about one more each side? and up, and good job. Okay, what have we got next? Yeah, let's do leg pulls. We'll do leg pulls. So, lie on your mat on your belly, and you can put one hand over the other and just rest your forehead on top. Make sure your shoulders are neutral here, and you want your core engaged. And what you're going to do is engage your core, make sure your back isn't arched, and you're going to lift your leg up. This is a very small movement. Basically, you want it to feel like somebody is pulling your leg, holding your ankle. So you want it more to go out from your body rather than up, if you understand what I mean. So, head down, and you want to slowly engage your glute and feel somebody pulling your leg. You want it only to be maybe like 6 inches off the floor. Hold it for a moment and back down. And then the other one, back down. As I said, it's a very slow, subtle, controlled movement. And what's cool about this one is it engages your glutes, so you're getting a little bit of muscle stuff there, but you're also stretching at the same time. You don't need your toes to be flexed. Your foot could just be neutral. Just do a few more. I bet you're feeling that in your glute. How about one more each side? And last one. Good job. As you can see, a lot of these stretches kind of double as exercises, which is pretty cool. I think that's something I really love about Pilates. Okay, so we're going to do another one on our back here. Here, we're going to do the crossover. All right, so on your back, and you want one knee up and the other leg straight. Make sure that your core is engaged here. And one arm, I'm gonna start with this side. So start with whichever side is comfortable for you, but the leg that's bent is the side where you want your arm up. So you want it up like this, so that you can kind of look into your armpit. And you want to turn your head and then slowly pull the other leg and twist your hips very slowly. Don't lose control of the movement here. And if you can only go this far, that's okay. If you can go this far, that's great. And if you can go all the way, I can't quite go all the way, but if you can, that's great. And look over your shoulder and hold and breathe. Keep your core engaged. If you're having any hip tightness like I am, this can be really, really good. And as you loosen, you can pull it a little bit more. Just take a couple more breaths. and release. Good job. Now we're going to do the other side. So arm up and slowly pull it over. Keep breathing. No, you don't want your shoulder to lift up, which is what mine's doing. It means that I'm compensating. So I'm going to stop here. Take a couple breaths. That's really your guide, is if your shoulder is lifting up, then you should stop and let the muscle loosen a little bit more before you go further. Take a couple breaths. And release. Now, what I'd like to do is kicks, leg kicks, which I find to be difficult. And I think that it's because I have some spinal issues. I have degeneration in my spine that's been there for 20 plus years. So I find this a little bit difficult. However, we're going to try it today. So lie on your belly and you can turn your cheek so that you can breathe. And then put your hands behind your back, and you want one hand to grab the two, your index finger and your middle finger of your other hand, and just gently hold them behind your back like this. And then we're going to kick with our head down like this. Bring your heels together, legs together, and kick, kick, kick. And then stretch, lift up your torso and your legs. And back down and turn the other cheek, and kick, 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 and back up. Back to the other cheek, and kick, 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 up. And again, kick, 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 and we'll do one more each side. And one more. Kick, 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 and stretch. Okay, good job today. So right now, we'll just do a couple of hamstring stretches, and then we'll finish in child's pose. So just lie on your back and pull your knees up, and you can massage your spine a little bit. Just relax, and you can breathe normally here. And then one leg down, and really loosen this one up in the socket here. And then up as wherever's comfortable for you, and your knee can still be a little bent here like mine is. And breathe, shoulders down, and just slowly pull your leg. And then release it. And then pull, breathe into the muscle, exhale and release. And again, you can lift your head up. Really engage your core. And send that leg back out. And we'll do it on the other side. Really loosen it up in the socket there. And then up. And this one is much tighter than the other one for me. And pull it back. And release. And again. And this time, if you can hold it, take a few breaths. And send it back down. Okay. So, I hope you like these stretches and I hope that you'll use them. Let's just end in child's pose here. And as I've said before, I keep my knees out at an angle here just because of my back pain and I have a belly and I don't want to cause any spinal issues. So you might want to do the same, but not everybody needs to, so that's okay too. And then just go down, forehead on your mat, your hands out, shoulders neutral, and just breathe. Thanks for stretching with me today, you guys. I'll see you next time.